ya? Welcome to Happy Rails to ya. My name is Hobo Pep, and I've been riding the rails looking for an adventure to share with you. Boy, have I got a story for you today. Let me find a place to rest these weary bones. We'll see what treasure I've got for you in my bindle. You know, my hobo sack. Come along. Railroad Hank. Written by Lisa Moser and illustrated by Benji Davies. Railroad Hank and his fine little train rolled down the track. Chugga, 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 woo, woo, woo. Railroad Hank stopped at Happy Flat Farm to talk with Missy May. I'm headed up the mountain to see Granny Bett, said Railroad Hank. She's feeling kind of blue. A plate of scrambly eggs always perks me up, said Missy May. Take some of my eggs to Granny Bett. Railroad Hank rubbed his chin. But where do you get eggs? From my hens, of course, said Missy May. Okie dokie, said Railroad Hank. Wait, yelled Missy May. Take the eggs, not the hens. Chugga, 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 chugga. Woo, woo, woo. Railroad Hank stopped at Dandelion Dairy to talk with Country Carl. I'm headed up the mountain to see Granny Bett, said Railroad Hank. She's feeling kind of blue. A glass of creamy milk always makes me feel better, said Country Carl. Take some of my milk to Granny Bett. Railroad Hank rubbed his chin. But where do you get milk? From my cows, of course, said Country Carl. Okie dokie, said Railroad Hank. Wait, yelled Country Carl. Take the milk, not the cows. Chugga, 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 chugga. Woo, woo, woo. Railroad Hank stopped at Fish Jump Pond to talk with Reelman Sam. I'm headed up the mountain to see Granny Bett, said Railroad Hank. She's feeling kind of blue. A sizzling pan of fresh fish always tickles my toes, said Reelman Sam. Take some of my fish to Granny Bett. Railroad Hank rubbed his chin. But where do you get fish? From my pond, of course, said Reelman Sam. Okie dokie, said Railroad Hank. Wait, yelled Reelman Sam. Take the fish, not the pond. Chugga, 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 chugga. Woo, woo, woo. Railroad Hank stopped at Applesauce Hill to talk with Cinnamon Cobbler. I'm headed up the mountain to see Granny Bett, said Railroad Hank. She's feeling kind of blue. A crunchy red apple always sweetens my day, said Cinnamon Cobbler. Take some of my apples to Granny Bett. Railroad Hank rubbed his chin. But where do you get apples? From my trees, of course, said Cinnamon Cobbler. Okie dokie, said Railroad Hank. Wait, yelled Cinnamon Cobbler. Take the apples, not the tree. Chugga, 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 chugga. Woo, woo, woo. Railroad Hank chugged up and up the mountain to see Granny Bett. We heard you were feeling blue and everyone sent something to help, said Railroad Hank. He threw open the train doors one by one. Chickens squawked, cows stampeded, water sloshed, and apples rolled. Granny Bett looked at all the chaos. She hooted and snorted and slapped a leg. She shook until her bonnet slid sideways and her shoelaces popped. "Granny Bett," cried Railroad Hank, "are you still blue?" "Oh, no," said Granny Bett, giggling. "I'm right dandy." "What fixed you?" asked Railroad Hank. "Was it the eggs, or the milk, or the fish, or the apples?" "It was you," said Granny Bett, "and all the friends you brought to visit. Now, let's have a friend celebrating, glad you came, I'm all better now kind of day." "Okie dokie," cheered Railroad Hank, and he threw his hat in the air. As the sun set, Railroad Hank helped everyone find a seat on his fine little train. "That was a wonderful surprise," said Granny Bett. "Now I'm just going to sit and relax and dream about all the fun we had." Railroad Hank rubbed his chin. "But where do you sit and relax?" "On my porch swing, of course," said Granny Bett. "Okie dokie," said Railroad Hank. Chugga chugga, chugga chugga. Woo! 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 The end. Thank you for joining me for today's adventure. I hope you enjoyed. Always remember, continue riding the rails of your imagination, as it will take you on an endless number of adventures around the world. Until next time, this is Hobo Pap saying so long as I go hop on a rattler in search of our next adventure. Happy rails to you.